Good afternoon, this is Jeff with Sewer Tech Northwest. Today we're at property address 1760 Southwest 216th Avenue here in Aloha. We just got done running the flex shaft machine through the line to cut the roots out. They were causing essentially 100% blockage the other day. So as you can see here, the flow line is now clear. There's a couple stragglers kind of towards the top of the pipe, the smaller ones there. I still recommend this be repaired, but this is going to buy you some time here. The flow line's cleared out, so nothing should be hanging up here. But anyhow, I didn't want to overdo it and bear down too hard in this one location to cut the little stragglers back. What you're going to end up doing is beating the concrete pipe up. We don't need to crack it or break it. It's already got roots through it as it sits right now. But the flow line now is clear, and everything free flows through there at this point. I would still recommend that be repaired because those roots are likely to grow back again. But as it sits now, the line now has good flow. And if you're trying to buy time before doing a repair on it, I would probably rescope this again in about 6 months. It's the time of year we get a lot of sunshine. Some of these roots will grow back faster this time of year. But I would try and repair that sooner rather than later because the roots we found out here the other day were causing essentially 100% blockage. The fact that it hadn't backed up was a small miracle. I think my camera had to bore a tunnel through it. So real quick here, I'm going to push back out and put a new paint marking down. I would recommend getting this corrected here as soon as possible. But, you know, some of these roots will regenerate in the course of, you know, sometimes 3 to 6 months. So you want to stay on top of it if possible. All right, just put a new paint marking down here at 5 foot 5 inches. You can see this a little better now the water's out of there. But yeah, your roots are actually starting to crack the flow line here now that the water's drained out. So anyway, stuff is still conveying over the top of that, but I would try and get that repaired. And probably replace the first, you know, couple feet of the concrete at the very least. As those roots come, those are big roots. They're just going to slowly but surely break the concrete pipe apart. But you're at 5 foot 5 inches there, under just grass and dirt. And honestly, if you're going to go through the effort of repairs, I mean, you have a couple options here. I mean, I would certainly take these trees out and really build that joint up well. Pour concrete around it, put herbicide wrap around it. The other option is you try and shoot a liner through it, which are essentially a jointless pipe product. They help prevent roots from getting in. They don't guarantee it, but you don't have the same joints that you do in other pipe that create a weak point for stuff to penetrate through the line. But if you're going to do a traditional excavation, I would recommend repairing probably the few feet of the concrete there, and then, you know, if code allows for it, pour concrete around the joint. Then it puts some concrete as a barrier between the roots and the sewer line. It doesn't guarantee they won't get back in, but it makes it harder for them to get back in.